01, a resolution of the Town Council prescribing standards of financial disclosure for local elected officials. Town Manager?
Mr. Mayor, in discussions with the town attorney, my basic understanding, and I think the simplest way to put it is that the town of Tusayan is required to adopt standards of financial disclosure that are consistent with Arizona law. The town attorney drafted a resolution which is before you. He has reviewed it. It's approved as to form. It's in compliance with state laws, and it will set up a process for the town to follow in terms of requiring and prescribing standards of financial disclosure of elected officials. The costs associated with are only costs that have to do with the clerk receiving the documentation, the filing, and the processing of the documents, which is minimal. So staff recommends approval of the resolution and authorization for the mayor to sign the assignment.
I trust Mr. Sims has reviewed it and it feels comfortable that it complies with state law, but I think that the community would like to take a look at it at some point. I do think that it is an important matter for the council to take up and adopt, but at the same time, it would be nice to actually have seen it, been able to review it, and make any comments on it, make sure that any members of the public feel if there's any concerns about whether it does or does not comply with state law, that they have an opportunity to comment on that. So I don't know if there is a copy of the resolution that...
You haven't to give you mine. The resolution was drafted and attested to and approved to form by our council. And whereas he has suggested that this is the first step in taking, prior to this, there was no, the town of Tusayan had no code or no requirement, official requirement, to have financial disclosures and comply with it. And the information that was given to us prior to this was provided by the league, and they made some errors. And so our council has gone through and is very versed in the state law and these items, and has suggested and brought to us that this resolution is the first step in getting us in compliance with the requirements. Out of this issue, this passed, we would then request of the town council, of the town attorney, to provide the qualifying people under this resolution with the information necessary to properly fill out and file the documents necessary under the areas that they would qualify under. So that's the direction we're moving in. Okay, a motion to approve resolution 2011-4-20-01, a resolution to town council prescribing standards of financial disclosure for local elected officials. Any further discussion? Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Any abstentions?